I didn't believe in anything like this before it happened. I've always been the kind of person who needs a logical explanation for everything. Sounds in the dark? Wind? Shadows? Just your eyes playing tricks on you. That's how I was raised. So when my friend Tyler suggested we go camping for the weekend, deep in the woods, I didn't think twice. It was supposed to be simple, just 2 days away from everything. No signal, no noise, no people. Just trees, a small fire, and some time to reset. We drove out farther than we probably should have. Past the marked trails. Past the last place where you could see any sign of civilization. Tyler said he knew a spot. I should have asked how. By the time we stopped, it was already getting dark. The kind of darkness you don't really experience in the city, the kind that feels thick, like it's actually there, surrounding you. We set up camp quickly. A small tent, a fire pit, nothing complicated. First, everything felt normal. The forest sounded alive. Crickets, distant rustling, the occasional snap of a branch somewhere far off. It was actually kind of relaxing. We sat by the fire, talking about nothing important. Work, life, random stuff. Then at some point, I noticed something. The sounds stopped. Not faded. Stopped. It was like someone had flipped a switch. No insects. No wind. Nothing. Just silence. I remember looking at Tyler, about to say something, but he spoke first. "You hear that?" That's when I realized he noticed it too. We both just sat there, listening. There's something really unsettling about silence like that. It doesn't feel natural. Feels wrong. Then, somewhere off in the distance, we heard it. A single step. Not loud, but clear. Like someone walking through leaves. We both turned toward the same direction. "Probably a deer," I said. I didn't believe it even as I said it. Tyler didn't respond. He just kept staring into the trees. A few seconds passed. Then we heard it again. Another step. Closer. Slow. Heavy. Not like an animal moving quickly through the forest. This was deliberate. Step. Pause. Step. I felt something shift in my stomach. Not fear exactly. Just awareness. Like every part of me suddenly realized we weren't alone out there. "Hey!" Tyler called out into the dark. "Someone out there?" No answer. The fire cracked behind us, and for a second, I thought I saw something move between the trees. Too tall. Too still. I blinked, and it was gone. "Did you see that?" I asked. "See what?" I hesitated. "Nothing. Probably just shadows." That's when the steps stopped. Completely. Again silence. But this time it felt different. Before, it felt like the forest had gone quiet. Now it felt like something was listening. Watching. Waiting. We didn't say much after that. Tyler tried to laugh it off, but it didn't sound real. We both knew something felt off. Eventually, we decided to turn in early. I zipped up the tent, lay down, and stared into the darkness. At first, I told myself it was nothing. Just the woods. Just my imagination. But then, I heard it again. Not footsteps this time. Breathing. Slow. Deep. Right outside the tent. I froze. Every instinct told me not to move. Not to make a sound. The breathing stayed there for a few seconds. Maybe longer. Then it stopped. I waited. Minutes passed. Nothing. Eventually, exhaustion took over, and I must have fallen asleep. But just before I did, I heard something brush against the side of the tent. Very slowly, like something or someone was running their hand along it. I don't know how long I was asleep. It wasn't real sleep, more like I blacked out. My body shut down, but my mind was still somewhere close to the surface. The first thing I felt when I woke up was cold. Not just normal morning cold. Something different. The air inside the tent felt heavier. Wrong. I didn't move. I didn't even open my eyes at first. I just listened. Silence. Complete silence. No birds. No insects. Not even wind. Then I realized what woke me up. Tyler. He wasn't asleep. I could hear his breathing, but it was uneven. Too quiet. Like he was trying not to make any sound at all. I slowly opened my eyes. The inside of the tent was dim, just a faint gray light coming through the fabric. I turned my head toward him. He was already looking at me, and immediately raised his finger to his lips. Don't move. Something tightened in my chest. I didn't even get a chance to ask anything, because a second later, we both heard it. Footsteps. Outside. Very close. Right next to the tent. Slow. Heavy. Just like the night before. But now, not in the distance. Right here. Step. Pause. Step. My heart started pounding so hard it felt like it was in my throat. Tyler slightly turned his head. Not toward the entrance, but toward the side wall of the tent. I followed his. At first, I didn't see anything. And then, the fabric slowly pressed inward. Very slowly. Like something outside was pushing against it. Not sudden. Not deliberate. We both froze. The shape disappeared. The footsteps stopped. Silence again. Maybe 10 seconds passed. Then, it happened again. But in a different place. Now closer to the entrance. The fabric tightened, and this time I could clearly see the outline. Not sharp, but too tall to be an animal. And too straight. I don't know how long we stayed like that. A minute? 5? More? Then Tyler very slowly reached for his phone. The screen lit up. A faint glow filled the tent. And at that exact moment, there was a sound outside. Sharp. Like something suddenly backed away. Footsteps. Not slow anymore. Fast. Moving away. We both sat up immediately. You saw that? I whispered. He nodded. That's not an animal. For the first time, I agreed with him. We didn't go outside right away. Honestly, I didn't want to, but staying inside felt even worse. After a few minutes, Tyler slowly unzipped the tent. We looked out. Nothing. Just the woods. Gray morning light. Trees. Light fog. But something wasn't right. The ground around the tent was disturbed. Leaves pressed down. Like something had been walking in circles. Very close. Too close. I looked around. That's when I saw the footprints. At first I couldn't what was wrong. They looked almost human. But too long. And the distance between them, unnatural. Like whatever made them, didn't move the way we do. Tyler saw them too. We're leaving, he said. No discussion. And I didn't argue. We started packing quickly. My hands were shaking. I kept dropping things. I couldn't stop looking around. And at one point, I thought I saw someone standing between the trees. Far away. Almost blending into the shadows. Too still. I blinked. And it was gone. You coming? Tyler called. I turned back to him. And followed. But even then, I had the feeling. We weren't leaving alone. We packed everything faster than I thought was possible. No talking. No jokes. Just that quiet, tense understanding that we needed to leave now. The plan was simple. Get to the car. Get on the road. Don't look back. But even that started to fall apart almost immediately. The trail we came in on didn't look the same. I know how that sounds. People always say that when they panic in the woods. Everything starts to look identical. Trees, rocks, paths blending together. That's what I told myself. Still, something was off. Was it this way? I asked. Tyler hesitated. Just for a second. Yeah, he said. I think so. I think so. That wasn't something I'd ever heard him say before. He was the one who brought us here. The one who knew a spot. We started walking. At first, it felt normal. Just the sound of our footsteps, branches snapping under our boots, our breathing a little too fast. But then I noticed something again. The silence. Same as the night before. No birds. No insects. Nothing. It was like the entire forest had cleared out. Or gone quiet, on purpose. We kept moving. 10 minutes. Maybe 15. Then Tyler stopped. What? I asked. He didn't answer right away. He just pointed. Ahead of us, through the trees, I could see something. Clearing. And in the middle of it, our campsite, the fire pit, the spot where the tent had been. Exactly where we started. I felt my stomach drop. That's not possible, I said. We didn't turn around, Tyler muttered. I knew we hadn't. We'd been walking straight the whole time. No loops. No turns that could have brought us back. But there it was. Like we never left. Neither of us moved. For a few seconds we just stood there, staring. And then, from somewhere behind us, a branch snapped. Loud. Close. We turned at the same time. Nothing. Just trees. But the feeling was back. That same feeling from the night before. Being watched. Only now it was stronger. Closer. Tyler grabbed my arm. We're not going that way. I nodded. We turned and started walking in the opposite direction. Faster this time. Not running, but close. And then I heard it. Footsteps. Not ours. Behind us. Matching our pace. Step for step. I slowed down. They slowed too. I stopped. Silence. Tyler looked at me. Don't. But I had to. I turned around. Nothing. No movement. No shape. No sound. Just trees. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. And then, something moved. Not in front of me. Above. A shape shifting between the trees. Too high up. Too big. It wasn't climbing. It was there. For a split second I saw it clearly. A tall, unnatural silhouette, partially hidden between branches, perfectly still. Watching. Then it was gone. Not running. Not jumping. Just gone. Did you see it? I whispered. Tyler didn't answer. He was already backing away. Don't look up, he said. That was enough for me. We started moving again. Faster now. Almost running. Branches hitting our arms. Roots catching our feet. I could hear it again. Not just footsteps anymore. Movement. Keeping up with us. Staying just out of sight. And then, Tyler tripped. Hard. He hit the ground, and I turned back immediately. You good? He didn't answer. He was staring past me. Not at me. Behind me. His face. I've never seen someone look like that. Not fear. Not panic. Something worse. Don't move, he said. Quiet. Almost calm. And that scared me more than anything. I felt it before I heard it. Something behind me. Close. Closer than before. Presence. Heavy. Breathing. Slow. Deep. Right at the back of my neck. I didn't move. Couldn't. Every part of me was locked in place. That breathing. It was right behind me. Too close. Slow. Deep. Steady. Like it wasn't tired. Like it had all the time in the world. Tyler's voice came again. Barely a whisper. Don't turn around. That was the hardest part. Every instinct was screaming at me to look. To see what was there. To understand. But something else, something deeper, was telling me that if I turned around, it would be worse. Much worse. So I didn't. I just stood there, staring at Tyler. His eyes weren't on me anymore. They were fixed, just over my shoulder. Watching it. Whatever it was. Seconds passed. Or maybe longer. Time didn't feel normal anymore. Then, the breathing stopped. Just like that. Gone. No footsteps. No movement. Nothing. Tyler didn't say anything. He just slowly nodded. And that was enough. We ran. Not walking. Not fast-paced. Running. Branches hitting our faces. Roots catching our feet. Lungs burning. Neither of us looked back. We just ran. I don't know how long it lasted. Felt like forever. But eventually, we saw it. The car. Exactly where we left it. This time it was real. We didn't question it. We didn't slow down. We got in, slammed the doors, and Tyler started the engine immediately. As soon as the car came to life, the forest changed. The sounds came back. Birds, wind, everything. Like nothing had ever happened. Neither of us spoke for the first few minutes. We just drove. Fast. Back toward the main road. Back toward anything that felt normal. Eventually, I looked over at Tyler. You saw it, right? I asked. He didn't answer right away. His hands were tight on the wheel. Then he nodded. Yeah. A pause. It wasn't human. I didn't ask anything else. I didn't want details. I wasn't sure I could handle hearing them. We made it back to civilization just before noon. Gas station. People. Noise. Everything felt unreal. Too normal. like we had stepped out of something that didn't belong in the same world. We never went back. We never even talked about going back. A few days later, I tried to look up the area. Maps, trails, anything. I couldn't find the exact spot. Not the clearing. Not the path. Nothing that matched where we had been. It was like that place didn't exist. Or didn't want to be found. I asked Tyler about it once. Just once. He shut it down immediately. "Drop it," he said. So I did. But there's one thing I haven't been able to forget. Something I didn't tell him. Not then. Not ever. When we got back to the car. When I opened the door. I glanced at the side mirror for a second. Just a reflex. And in the reflection, for a split second, I saw something standing at the edge of the trees. Tall. Still. Watching us. I blinked. And it was gone. I told myself it was nothing. Just stress. Just my imagination. But sometimes, late at night, when everything is quiet, I think about that moment, and I realize something. It didn't follow us out of the woods. It just stood there, like it knew. We would remember.